Today, we're going to figure out the best 65% mechanical keyboards for typing. We have a ton of them, and from the get-go, some of them just really didn't make the cut. We narrowed it down to 5 of our hand-picked best pre-builds along with 3 custom keyboards. Then we'll wrap this all up with a typing test on the keyboard that wins this competition. Do the table! It's just behind me. We're just turning around. We're not going anywhere. To the table! First criteria we'll be looking at, number 1 is being moddable. By being moddable, what I really mean is being hot swappable. And hot swappable means that you can pull out and replace the switches on the board without needing to solder or desolder. The second factor are the keycaps. Now, because most mechanical keyboards let you change out the keycaps without really any trouble at all, it's not a huge factor, but the height and the keycaps work together to determine whether the keyboard is a suitable height for typing for long periods or not. The third thing that we looked at was key chatter, and key chatter refers to if you press something once, does it type 2 things or just one, just like how it's intended to. Now, most mechanical keyboards do end up key chattering at one point or another. Now, the last criteria is ergonomics. With mechanical keyboards, a lot of people tend to complain that, oh, they're too tall. Now, you could just slide a palm rest in there, or ideally you would hover while you're typing. We'll see. This is the Keychron K6. It'll be the first keyboard that we'll be looking at. Some benefits on this keyboard include that it is hot swappable. It's got RGB, it's got Bluetooth, but does it stand up to the test of typing? Now, inside this keyboard right now, we got silent red, Gateron silent red switches. Now, some people really complain that the height of the K6 is too tall. Stock keycap here is OEM, which is a tad tall for some people, but you can always change it to something else. 2 kickstands on the back can definitely meet your needs as far as typing angle goes. Wow, RGB on this thing is weak. We've got really high moddability here. The stock keyboard, however, just doesn't sound amazing though. You're going to be experiencing some key chatter, maybe a little bit of double space here and there, and it's quite unpleasant because you have to press backspace a ton. Ergonomics is this thing's weak point, a huge weak point here. The front of the case is quite tall compared to many of the other keyboards. This is a perfect time to introduce our second contender, our most budget contender out of this list, the LTC Nimbleback. This is an even more budget-friendly, highly moddable keyboard as well. So K6, move on aside. Looking at the case, I'm already thinking, this is a wider RK71, pretty much. It looks really similar with the keycaps. We've got a variety of RGB effects here as well, and you can actually see the RGB effects unlike the K6. And whoa, look at that. We've got 2 USB ports here. I did test them while unboxing. They do work. The backside, it even looks good. You got kick-up feet here, good for ergonomics. The angle itself isn't too bad. It's not amazing. Perfect variety of keys here, specifically for typing long essays. I've never used LTC before, so I'm a little bit hesitant to rave about it, but so far, so good. Inside of this is the Huano red switch. So some very unknown, pretty much knockoff company of red switches. It's got a dedicated delete button. The K6 didn't have that. The layout of this is superior. Yes, it is a little bit wider. It's a little bit wider by maybe 2 rows. Be careful putting your dongles here because I had my dongle get stuck and it was really hard getting it out. In terms of key chatter, I haven't really had enough experience with this board to even tell. You know what, K6? You're just out of this competition. No software. No dedicated insert delete key, and you're really high too. K6 has forfeited this competition. K6 will not be in it anymore. It sounds really nice. It's not bad, and for $50, maybe even $40, is an absolute steal. Probably being the best 65% keyboard of this year. And I may be speaking too soon. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, the LTC Nimbleback is kicking butt Absolutely. Next keyboard. This is the raved about Applemaker Niz Plum 68. It's got extremely lightweight electrocapacitive switches, and they are rubber dome switches with a very consistent feel. So if you're used to typing on a membrane keyboard, this could actually be a really good first option for a switch. One of the things that I absolutely love about this board is there's absolutely no key chatter at all, and that's because of the way that it actuates. It's a tad high. It's definitely a tad high. It's not too bad though. These keycaps are MT3 profile and they make it even higher. Wonderfully tactile. 2 giga feet. You can type for really long periods of time and still not be fatigued. The Niz pretty much comes in this kind of switch only, where it's the Topre clone switch, and it does come in a variety of weights. Despite being so lightweight, because there's a bump there, it just feels perfect. Now, is that jumping to conclusions? We'll move on to the next one, and that is the Ducky Mecha SF. Compared to those previous boards, this one is the only one with an aluminum case. Check that out. It's super pretty. Depending on the angle that you rotated it, it can look from anywhere from blue to teal to purple. It probably is not as low as we think it is. Okay, it's pretty low. It's actually pretty low. Okay, it's the lowest one of all. Got cherry profile keycaps. It's really good. It's expensive though. It's expensive, but it's really good. Next, we've got the Ducky X Vermillo Mia Pro. It's just perfect. Review right here if you want to check it out. Typing test on it is amazing. The stabilizers are probably the best stock stabilizers I've ever felt. Cherry profile keycaps. You've got also a great cluster here, similar to the Nimbleback. Delete, insert, page up, page down. The height is the most ergonomic that we've looked at so far, very low. You've got a single angle adjustable kickstands on the back. Now, because this is MX Silver, we can compare it to the Mecha SF as well, which has MX Silvers, and really compare, although it doesn't look it just because of the floating keycap style design you've got going on here. But the keycaps on the Mia Pro actually do make it lower than the Mecha SF. Between the two, the Vermillo one beats out the SF, unless you're looking for RGB, but that's not what we're looking at here because we're typing. We're not RGBing here. We're not doing that. Typing wise, Mia Pro takes a spot. So Mecha SF, we can say goodbye to you. So we've got really great considerations for the 3 pre-built keyboards. But now we gotta jump into custom. This is an NK65 entry edition in the fire colorway, but it's actually orange. Reminds me of Charizard. It's orange here, and in it I've got Boba U4 switches, which are silent tactiles, very office appropriate, very silent. However, they are a little bit heavy. And then I did mod all the stabilizers. So this is hot swap. It's $100 and it comes without switches or keycaps. So you're off spending, a little bit more money on something like this to get it built completely. It does come with its own silicone sound dampening material inside the case. It's got RGB, it's VIA compatible. You can remap this to whatever you want easily on the fly on your computer. It's a little high. Of course, it does remind me a lot of some of these other keyboards. It's a little high, but these cherry profile keycaps keep it a little bit lower. The space bar coming out of the box, it was not good. The second custom is different. Very heavy, one of the heavier ones on here. This is the KBD Fans Tofu 65 with drop holy pandas soldered in and MT3 profile keycaps. It does come with a soldered PCB or a hot swap, so these switches are soldered in. I would have to desolder it to change it. Drop holy pandas are super tactile. They're a little bit heavy as well. Keycaps make it very high, but personally I like to hover, and these keycap profiles are like magnets, attracting your fingers to the tops. Also VIA compatible. We'll see how it sounds though, because it is on the louder side. I don't know if it should be here. It's expensive. It's $175 for the kit alone. Super duper 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 high. You need a palm rest for this unless, I don't know, you just need one. You just need one. Just get one. It's so high that I just think it's like, it's not gonna make it through this competition. We're just gonna say bye-bye to it right now. Last is a super special one. This is my personal KBD Fans X Vulcans Maha, I don't know, whatever. And it's got NK Cream switches in here, which are linear switches. They're on the heavier side. Cherry profile keycaps with VIA as well. There was a hot swap version. I opted not to go that route. This is an Arisu layout. And what that means is it's basically a 65% Alice, which is this without the arrow keys or any of this stuff, and it is sort of split. It's got a nice layout here for that wrist angle, so you're not doing this weird thing, instead you're doing more of that. So a nice straight angle right there, less discomfort this way or that way. And let me tell you, switching to this layout took some time, and it definitely requires you to touch type, because your Y and your T's are right there, your G and your H, so you can't just be like, oh, let me cross this river here to press Y. No, none of that. Customizing and ease of use, this is definitely at the top there for sure. It's just a very unique build. However, this group buy ended, but I'm sure if you check Geekhack and you check group buys, you can probably find another Arisu layout. I really like this board. However, there are some downsides. Also quite high as well. Modability of it, in the sense that when you build it, you make it for yourself, is what I mean by moddable, now that it's all soldered in there and everything. And that's it. Out of all of this, which one is the winner? And you know, I can't tell you that because first, I think we need to address something. I know a lot of you are gonna ask, but Betty, what about blah, blah, blah? And you know, that's fine. If you like it, you like it. Stick to it. I'm not telling you to throw away your keyboard, buy one of these, and you'll be a super great typist or anything. So out of all of these, who is the winner? Who is the winner? Well, it depends. If you like something that you can mod, maybe go for a hot swap keyboard like the NK65, the K6, or the LTC Nimbleback. If you're on the budget, the LTC Nimbleback is a great option. If you want a switch that really isn't gonna key chatter ever, Niz Plum. You can go custom, you can go pre-built. And now, if I had to pick one, just one, it would be this. This would be the one. It's quiet, it's not annoying anybody, it feels wonderful. You can change it to whatever keycaps you want. You know, I'm just doing this so you guys don't think I'm lying or clickbaiting in the thumbnail. Wow, this video was a hot mess. Just a hot mess. What am I doing? And see you next time. And click on one of these videos here to help you pick your next keyboard. You might really like it. Bye.